Hello, people. It's time to go back to court. What's up, guys? It's Skyhawk JD here, and like I just said, it is time to go back to court. We are here with a new Let's Play of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. This is Phoenix Wright Justice for All, or Phoenix Wright 2. I am super hyped, so let's go back to court, people. New game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. I'm excited. How did I get in this mess? What's up, the organ? That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Shao Kahn for Mortal Kombat Fatality. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. What a nightmare. And I bet it was the ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Oh, looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. Michael Jackson? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Did you just kill Phoenix Wright? No. A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Kazooie? With the feathers? Good morning! Ah! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you turn the cheeriness down, please? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble, and you're really happy about it, too. What? I'm placing my life in your... I know what happened. Yep, I know what happened. He was holding the fire extinguisher. He smacked Phoenix Wright over the head with it. Now he can't remember anything. I've always wondered, is that true? Well, of course it's true. I've seen it happen. I see one guy, quick pause of the game. I remember back in grade school, I remember when, I forgot his name, but he was a kid in our class. He did the sports, and he was doing soccer. I think it was soccer. He tripled over the ball, smacked his head against the goalpost. He couldn't remember anything. He lost his memory. That's scary when you think about it. I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. life in my hands? You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty! Not guilty? Oh, this is not good. Just when I thought I lost all hope. Oh, I mean, just when I thought all hope was lost. When all the other lawyers laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. Ah! And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. Stop doing that. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say it? Okay, the name is Bird or Byard? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna call her... You know what? Because you have the Banjo-Kazooie feathers all over you, I'm gonna call you Bird. How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible! No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this! No, it's just... I think you have the wrong person. Yes, Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start! I'm counting on you in there, okay? Alright, Kazooie. I guess I must have amnesia. No, you don't have amnesia. You were just bashed over the head with a fire extinguisher. Let's see. Oh, Leo. Hey, look, there's Austin. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Duh. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Not irresponsible, dude. You're Phoenix Wright. Ah! Someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, it's that guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Or Byard. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? You know what? I played it before. Yeah. I guess you should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I had told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
Oh boy. I think we all know who did it. It was the guy who bashed Phoenix right over the face. The head. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I... we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time.
Brother, I only battled you in court once. Every single time after that, it was either Von Karma or Prosecutor Edgeworth. Actually, it was mostly Prosecutor Edgeworth or the old guy, Manfred Von Karma. I've never battled you before. Only once.
I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. Who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe at the stand.
To the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. I like to do a little bit of acting when I'm doing the voices. I am thinking about going to college for voice acting. Anyway.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, you know. You work under that detective? Yeah, yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. Such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he has done for me. Okay, drop the sir shit, okay? Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the detail of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters. I'm thinking of something. They were apparently they were lovers, but she said they weren't lovers like that. And it happened at a park named Expose Park. Expose. Think about it. Yeah. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes. The autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything's in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the times of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The corpse is... The corpse. Pun. The court accepts this into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. I remember how to play, so I'm good. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought up to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Mr. Wright! Is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, yeah. It's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How could you talk like that? Like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. I don't need any help. At this time, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Yeah, R button. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how I... It's a cell phone, you moron! It's a cell phone! Dustin's autopsy report. Alright. Time of death, September 6th, at 6:28 p.m. Cause of death, broken neck, body was also covered in bruises. Glasses. Okay, the glasses. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. The victim fell from... Okay, got it. Yep. Info about evidence and people. Okay, I already know about this. Oh, I didn't look at the people. Honey, you know, I'm not one to judge, but the dude was 8 years older than you? Hey, whatever foot you got. We're ready. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. Yes, which I know. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Bro, I guess I better check the court record to see what I find. What was it again? The R button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And he held onto them as he fell. But you're wearing... Oh, duh. Hey! What are you giving me the evil eye for? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found on the scene are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Hey, there's Jen. There's my girlfriend.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present here.
Oh? You have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. I want to make sure my camera's good. Alright, yeah, we're good. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. That reminds me of the last case from the last game, the writing on the vase. Maggie. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. I see it. I see it. I see it. This is not live, so put in the comments down below at this specific time in this video. You can pause it right now. I'll wait. Pause it. Tell me if you guys see it. I see it right then and there. I see it. I already see it, a contradiction. Anyway, let's continue. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's not hard to say that she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Dude, look at his eyes. Why, this is... Yeah, I can see her name is clearly written there.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name on the ground, clear as day. But I already told you! Those glasses aren't mine! How do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it! I'm counting on you. Sure. What am I supposed to do? What? Come on, Phoenix, you're embarrassing even me, the player. This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. I don't need your help, honey. The prosecution's witness hide all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? Yes, Phoenix Wright, even you know what lying is. But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He sort of looks like a scatterbrain. Brother, he is. But he has a good heart. Doesn't matter! Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question the witness, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. I hope you remember. I hope you get your memory back, dude. Okay. There's something even more incriminating than the blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna press this. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clear the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie. It's got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh? Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this. Yeah! I told you guys, I saw it right away. That's how you know you find a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check on the court record again. Crud! I messed it up. I'm not even gonna read that. My first, penalty. Awesome. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Say something, you moron! What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection and yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. You're starting to remember. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe! You're talking to me, pal. Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's,
name is, Maggie Bird, No. I think someone needs to check the court record.
But it says right here that it's Maggie Bird.
Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y. See, that's what I noticed. That's what I noticed, guys. This is a blatant contradiction of the facts. Oh! Huh, how about that? I haven't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name.
No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor?
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident, I'm not using a voice because I just want to get through this. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird, have gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had brought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me and asked what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yeah, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for half a year. It sounded like they even were talking about marriage. On the day of the incident, just happened to be the victim's birthday. Let me check something real quick. There's no evidence here that can... Yeah. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hasn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm her boss. And I've got to watch it for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give him as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey! Bow! Watch what you say. I know everything what happens under me. If someone so much as scratches that, I really don't need to know that much. Me neither.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa! Wait a second! Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal! You're guilty, guilty, guilty! I should have you arrested! I think the good detective is about done here. It was something that she had bought over 2 months ago. Wait, what was it? Over 2 months ago? Yep. She's a very considerate woman, Bao. So, what was his present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove? Wait a second. There's something about this picture, besides his eyes, there's something about this picture that's just bothering me. I know it's a name, but... Press him further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. And you're saying she bought that glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Yeah, Honor, I really don't see how this glove is relative to the case. Related to the case.
Yeah, it would seem like there's a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think that this glove is really relevant to the case? Actually, yeah. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluff it to the max! Now, this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'll take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. You have! As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. You have! Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And... why didn't you just say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think I had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Looks like a bunch of bananas. Birthday glove given to Maggie. It was custom. I see it. I already got the case down. I see it. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had a special order to him? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? No, it was not. It was not. I already know why.
I see your point, Your Honor.
Detective Gumshoe, please, tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yeah, yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on the skin that were caused by writing onto the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. I already know the contradiction here. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not even gonna press it. I already know what it is. Alright, let me explain why. Let me pull up the court record. Here's the crime scene photo. I'm gonna give you guys a minute. So, he was writing the victim's name down, but first of all, he got the name wrong. Second, when he was writing it, he used his right hand's pointer finger. This is the glove. Tell me when you guys see it. If you guys see it, the glove is for a right hand. The victim was left-handed. The victim was left-handed. That's the contradiction. Let's prove it. I knew it. I knew it. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yeah, it's really yellow, but there's only one of its qualities. There's only one of its qualities, I mean. There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious in this picture that it was his... Well, wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! No. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, a person who wrote Maggie could not have been the victim. Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No. It's not possible! Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright! Whew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Burt... No!
No! Not yet!
I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What? What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness...
The moment the victim was pushed to his death.
What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
Oh, what the heck?
Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from the new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer is trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. That's kind of like me. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head is one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course! I'll be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No. That's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back. Maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix business card and support record. I guess for now, we should start talking about me. Start talking about this case. Let me have a good look at that. Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah! Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me, this might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Hey, the Blue Badger. I hated that thing. He's way too old for her, I'm sorry. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep! Hello? Oh, thank you! I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Oh, you can call me Maggie. Well, you know who the murderer is, okay? We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Oh, is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! Maya! Oh, you're back! Maya! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up! And when I went to check the courtroom, everyone had already left! Ah! Who in the heck is it? That's Maya, dude! Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey! Good morning, Maggie! And good morning to you, too, Maya! So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. Is this a list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in... Oh, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from for the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of the phone Maggie found. So that's where they were from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is. Mr. Wright, recess is over. Grade school memories. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops! Guess I have to go gambling. We can talk about this old. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Making a move on. Yeah. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. Here's your court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court might be a little lenient on...
No. There's no need to give a pretty face. Just hurry up and call your witness. Please.
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor called his next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Oh, it's that guy. That's the fire extinguisher, dude.
Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Hey! Perhaps it's a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you tended the court's eyes and called me wrongly. I cannot read that. I can't read that. You're too fast. Too fast. Yes. I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh. I have to question him? Hey! Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness. Hey! Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you were. Okay, the guy's pride is really pissing me off. And nice eyeliner too, by the way. You look like a member of Antifa. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Won't happen again. Oh, man. I'll forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. Michael Jackson. I'm Richard Wellington. The drifting... whatever. But the PhD in drift... I don't think there's a PhD in drifting. As it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you're attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am nowhere a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. By the way, if you people don't know, prepubescent is another word for immature child, or a child that did not go through puberty yet. They're prepubescent. Like Chauncey. If you must know, I am... Anyway! Please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park. See? See? You said it again. Taking a walk? You know, you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situations. Ugh. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's right about that. I'm taking a picture of that. Oh! That's this. Look at that face! Woo-hoo! All of a sudden, a police officer falls above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant right there. The only thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The only thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Okay, he's talking about the glove. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you just hear what he said? Yeah. That's all you have to say is, how can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yeah. And if she is really innocent, then there's only one then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. All right, let's cross-examine Michael Jackson here. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situations, blah, blah, blah. not important. That's not important. That is what's interesting me. The banana? Well, it was actually more of just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. This is really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick! He's gotta be lying about the bananas! He could be, but... It's the glove, dude. Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and he thought it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inconsistency, inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. It's the glove, you moron! Which means, if he's lying, which means, if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. That's Maya! Is everything okay, Nick? Alright. The glove. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw, right here. Hey! So you knew about the bananas too? Why didn't you say so earlier? Smooth criminal. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you be wrong. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Dang. Almost looks like Sans now. Does it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Oh! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness... I knew it, the glasses! By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What? Why you ask me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistaken a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like one of those people. This is something about Galileo. Okay, too fast, too fast. And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. What? I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? That's because I lost them recently, you see? Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Ugh. How about it, witness? You are unrelenting evil man. John of Arc? Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same as the witness. Cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Ugh. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Woohoo! After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. I don't see no inconsistencies here. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that's correct. Which is why even someone with a superior brain like mine can understand that. I hate people like that. I hate people who think so highly of themselves. Like people who think, oh, every girl wants to sleep with me. Every man wants to be just like me. Oh, God. Pride really just ticks me off. I hate prideful people. Batgirl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. What happened next? Immediately, as in immediately, I mean, sure, in a minute, might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Oh, did I teach you about that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Huh? Dang it, Maya, you messed me up. Okay, I gotta think here. There's a telephone booth right there and there. There's something I'm not understanding here. Let's keep on asking. How do you know what the time was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean? The one with the jacket and that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school? That's a burn. Hey, pal, I graduated to a pretty good, top rank college. I don't believe this. Doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell the time. What? Why, you're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country, dude. Okay, Michael Jackson, you get it. I can't find anything out of ordinary in this testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. I'm looking at the court record and I'm not seeing anything. Oh! Now I got it! Wait a minute. There we go. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time of witnessing the terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he will be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington, yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of Matryoshka? Oh, the Russian dolls, right? I don't know how to pronounce it. You must think you're really special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Your pride is aggravating me, Michael Jackson. Here he goes again with his rant. Enough! Oh man. Oh man. Wait. Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, the cell phone! Could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have it, you know. See? Here it is. Oh. I see. Looks like he's got his phone. I thought that just maybe that this was his. Well then, I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in this call was caused by a search for a phone booth. That's already a contradiction right there. There's a contradiction right there. Why would it take you 15? I know he's eyes, but dude, there's a phone booth right there. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There's something. Your Honor, the witness testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. It's this one. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ah! Order! Order! But what does reporting a crime a little late prove the defense? The witness the witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes? That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yeah, that is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? I might have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you'll be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? What? Where did you find... Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Alright, we got Michael Jackson. Order! Order! No, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course. That is precisely what I am doing. Ah! I like this new corner theme. I know I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting! Watching you work again. Somehow my old stuff is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah! That's right! I'm no criminal. This is third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. What? That's it. That's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah. Even an idiot like you can read that, right? Let me check something real quick. Okay, so Michael Jackson's name is not Maggie. But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was somebody the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Is there any way this creep could have known? Yes, the phone call. Do I have evidence of that? There's a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone on you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Did you try to find it by calling it? Why, you? How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think that there was some relation between the witness' cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the cell phone. Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. That is a mistake that only could occur if all you knew was This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order! Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason.
What about a serial killer? He does it for fun.
Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That's absolutely correct.
I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It was very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court this proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What's this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers we stored in the memory self. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belonging to people who are members of members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers are on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy!
Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're one of the cops who raided... Oh, God. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Again. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of car owners on his phone? Isn't it that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! Sorry, Michael Jackson. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it will be all over for you. This is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. Okay, here he goes. He's gonna go bonkers. A police officer. Your Honor! What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering. You just said that. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please! Please! Let's think about the content of that phone call. Babe, hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mr. Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it does make sense. And maybe we should maybe we should be thinking outside of the box. Yeah, thinking like that. Let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone. So why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, I know what it is. What was the something that didn't agree to the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had to go on his date night right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. So basically it was the wrong place at the wrong time. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking... See the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive, not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! He's lost his mind. This guy's really starting to creep me out. All you're dumb is raving about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? Stop doing that. You're freaking me out. I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this cell phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be maybe. My fingerprints, the phone stored numbers. It's not fingerprints. It can't be fingerprints because it's gonna have my prints on them. So it has to be the stored numbers. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine is what the phone's... Oh, duh. Besides, who knows? Maybe you and I also know what's on your show. Really, dude? The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defendant's proposal. Alright, so it's the fingerprints. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. So fun. Alright, so... I got it! Would you check for fingerprints? Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. And what? You said that there was sand all over it, so... I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. Wow! It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. God, you sound like this one. Ugh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched all because the numbers just magically disappeared. Got to be joking. You erased all the numbers if I was going to use it as evidence. Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your phone? Oh, God. Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Huh? Ah! Oh my God! Now I remember! Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I knew it. I finally found it. So that's when... So Michael Jackson hit you over the head with the fire extinguisher. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this one has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up on a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself. Who am I? The court hereby concludes this cross-examination. If that'll be all, I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go like that? Raises an objection. Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness for more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Why, thank you. How nice. I knew it. Here, please, please have one of mine. The judge's business card is written. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there was something very important about that card, and that is... Let me read it one more time. Back. The card is important because of what's on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... We got him. We got him. What? Why is my phone... And what's the stupid sounding ringtone? Beep. Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No. I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I needed to explain any further except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. We got him. So that's what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, like a lot of people who I had the misfortune of meeting. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he had to become paranoid and he lost all of his ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding, it's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? Can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, oh my god. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is pretty bad. Up until when I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened to me again recently too, sir. It was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks! You take care of yourself too. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay! And that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, Maya. Let's get back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back! At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe, he's someone I had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge is a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong with you? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Well, I haven't. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create a new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick! Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Brand new episode has been added. thank you guys so much for watching my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Justice for All, Part 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Part 2 of Phoenix Wright Justice for All. You all take care.